What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of Pitcherless, former college pitcher and pitching coach. And today we're going to talk about this wonderful man over here. That is Sandy Alcántara. He's having such a fantastic season, and I think it could get even better as he continues going on. And we're going to talk about how he's having his success. Yes, they lost 2-0 yesterday. I understand. But man, what is he fun to watch. And I want to showcase to you what makes Sandy Alcántara just so good. It's very simple at its heart. He throws a sinker, an upper 90s, actually touched 100 a couple times yesterday. And then he has a changeup that comes in at 93 miles per hour, has both depth and it also has horizontal ride. Then he mixes in two pitches. Sometimes it's a cutter around 90 miles per hour or so, and then it's a breaking ball around 83. You could call that a slider around 90 and then a curveball at 83. You could say it's a cutter and a slider or whatever it is. He has two distinct breaking pitches as well at different speeds. And what he does so well is just pepper the zone with these fastballs. He gets a ton of outs with it while having this filthy changeup and then of course, those breaking balls as mix-up pitches. So we're going to watch it now. This is the 7th inning. Pretty short inning, but man, does he absolutely dominate. So first pitch here, he's going in against Brad Miller, number 3 hitter here for the Phillies. And he's likely going to start him off with a fastball away. But no, he actually tries to go with that. I'm going to call it a slider at 87. He tries to go backdoor with it. He misses. It's not his best pitch. It's probably his 3rd best. But here we are in the 7th inning. He's trying to give Brad Miller a different look. And he tries to get that first pitch strike. Sure, it wasn't great. That's okay. What you can expect now, of course, is that fastball. Or maybe even a changeup away. No, look at that. Hey, there it is. That's what's supposed to do. 88 miles per hour. Cutter that came back in or a slider. Really, I mean, I don't want to call it a slider because it doesn't really have that dramatic movement. It is a little bit more subtle. But that's really nice. And especially when you're expecting 97, 98, all of a sudden to see the 10 mile per hour difference. And that sinker does go away. That goes in the opposite direction. So actually, if that was going to go, say, outside corner, that could have actually started here and gone out. And this one instead started here and came back in and got the called strike against Brad Miller. So now at 1-1, what are we going to see? That's a changeup again, 90 miles per hour. Not again, actually still staying off speed, though. We haven't seen the major heat in this at-bat from Brad Miller. But I believe he is looking for, he's expecting it from Alcántara, throws it over 50% of the time. Instead gets a changeup that is incredibly hittable. I mean, this is not where you want to put this pitch. You want to put it down. But because of the change of speeds here, and maybe that's Brad Miller, he just fouls it off. And I shouldn't really say change of speeds, but more of a slower pitch than he was likely expecting of the upper 90s of the fastball. So now 1-2. I mean, can you blow him by with heat? Oh, no. Oh, my Lord. Oh, that's so good. Oh, man. Okay, so this entire at-bat, Sandy Alcántara has been going the entire game. It's already 6 innings strong, past 70 pitches. Now he's in the 7th inning. And he's been mowing down the Phillies with tons of fastballs above 95. So what does Alcántara do in this one? He misses with a slider up and away, gets a slider 88 inside the zone, gets a foul ball on 90 from Brad Miller. And Brad Miller showcasing that, hey, I can't hit a changeup that's right down the middle. Pretty much says, look, I'm not looking for that changeup. I'm looking for that fastball. Alcántara at 1-2 doesn't give in. And he throws 92, and you think, oh, 92 is like a fastball. Like, no, when you're throwing 99, as Alcántara does, oh, man, Brad Miller thinks he has one that he's going to rope down the line, and it just dies away. And right at the bottom, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Sandy Alcántara. So, okay, so keep this in mind. Hoskins is the only damage done to Alcántara today. He threw 100 miles per hour right down the middle, and Hoskins launched it to left center field for a 2-run shot, and that's it. So in this at-bat here, this is the next one following that, you have to think Alcántara is going to be avoiding that fastball if he can. So here he starts with a slider for a strike. It's at 90 miles per hour. And that's not necessarily a good location or anything like that. But Hoskins was likely looking more for that fastball. That's what he's keyed in on. And that was an off-speed pitch to maybe keep him off balance. If Hoskins smart, you might think, okay, I just beat him on that 100-mile-per-hour fastball. He's not going to give that to me. He can actually maybe look off speed here, but maybe he was looking for the changeup instead of this, and he was able to just take this. There's a part of me that thinks, Hoskins is like, man, I actually maybe could have been looking for that and gotten it. Keep in mind, Alcántara's third pitch is that slider. He doesn't really throw it too often, so this is kind of a change of approach here in the 7th inning. And there it is again, and you can see Hoskins again was not looking for it. You can see the big check swing. He's thinking it's another fastball, and then is trying to hold up once he realizes that's going off the plate. There's a lot more movement to this one too than in the previous one. I mean, that starts here, and then it comes all the way over. Does not get the call, and look at that ump. That's a beautiful thing. And there's the replay of that home run. But yeah, that's a really tough take, and not to mention good call by the ump just being off the plate. So now throwing 2 sliders here, and you're seeing them set inside. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to try and jam Hoskins now. They just did 2 off speed. They're going to try and jam him, and I'm also like, I don't know. You see Hoskins do the check swing. Maybe he's going to throw, maybe he's ready for that fastball. So instead, he throws a changeup again, and Alcántara is doing the same thing that he did in the previous at-bat to Brad Miller, right? 2 straight sliders, and then goes with the changeup for a strike at 1-1. He gets it again. It's at 1-2. So is he going to do the same thing? I mean, this is something that hitters do pick up on, is that they do see the approach of the previous batter, and it might be kind of what Alcántara does now. So 1-2, he has not seen a fastball because that's what Hoskins crushed him on in that 4th inning. And they throw a changeup, and this is different. This is a lot more horizontal bend than the typical drop. If you remember the one against Brad Miller that he struck out on, that was one that fell down. It wasn't so much of going across horizontally. That one fell straight down. But this pitch at 94, keep in mind, which is a typical 2-seamer to someone else, starts here and falls all the way inside. Ooh, that's a lot of movement. 94 miles per hour. Just don't forget that part of this. Not supposed to do that. So now 2-2, and he misses with the changeup. Hoskins has got to think, okay, fastball. Finally, they're going to jam me inside with it. It might work because I'm so primed now for 90, 92 or so, and won't be primed for 99. And he throws another changeup with so much movement on it. Again, this is starting right inside and falls inside, and Hoskins goes around. Has not thrown a fastball yet. And maybe you picked the wrong inning because Alcántara gets his damage done with fastballs. We're already 9 pitches in here. But now that he's facing the 5th hitter, there it is, 98. And look at that. Boom, after maybe witnessing the approach against the other 2 batters this inning, is thinking, okay, maybe he's not going to throw that fastball now. Maybe he's just doing this slider changeup thing. And that's what he can do. 98 on the edge, and he gets a free strike. Like this is such an important part of Alcántara. Look at that. Free strikes, It's amazing, that repertoire, and they're able to be like, right, okay, now I'm back to normal, 98. Of course Baum isn't going to hit that. Boom. And 99, oh my God. Look at this movement. I mean, Bohm is looking at the other guys thinking, cool, I'm going to now take maybe advantage of that slider or changeup. And this is, out of the hand. Yeah, it's probably going a little bit inside. And it just eats Bohm alive. One more time. 99. And there's an out. And that's how Alcántara does this. He throws sinkers effectively inside to get grounders. He has a changeup that he trusts in any count. And surprise, surprise, this isn't a typical thing from Alcántara, but he's able to all of a sudden show a slider that he's able to get strikes with. He was 50% getting strikes in those 2 batters against Miller and Hoskins. That helps a ton. 3rd time through the lineup actually just changes approaches and makes batters think about what could be coming. Bohm fouled off that 98 mile per hour fastball because he wasn't necessarily ready for it. And then he was in the next pitch, but the next one, instead of being over the plate, was too far inside, and it resulted in that ground out to end the inning. That's how Alcántara is doing it. It's with incredible velocity, solid command. Just look at this one more time. Unbelievable pitch. Unbelievable. He's staying around the zone. Nothing is dramatically wild and chaotic. He has an approach. He's sticking to it, and his stuff is just oh so filthy. Sandy Alcántara is the Marlins ace, and I cannot wait for more. All right, that's going to do it for today's pitcher video breakdown. As always, you can watch this live on Twitch at twitch.tv/pitcherlist, and you can support the site and everything that we do at pitcherlist.com/plus with an ad-free website and, of course, joining our Discord. But that's it for today's video. So, as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.